This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com.
So you're going to see me at the end with a different sweatshirt because the beginning that I originally had somehow got erased, but that's okay. Now I know exactly what happens, and I can tell you what we're going to be doing. We're going to be going through a turn, the introductory outside mission, but I dumbed it down a little bit, meaning that I didn't go with as many bandits and a full party. I went with 2 players and so forth, so this isn't an overly long video. There's a couple things that I wanted to get. I wanted to show you range. I wanted to show you close combat. I wanted to show you how smart this is. Okay, especially in the outside section, so you could see and feel the combat. It's smart. It's brilliant. Anytime you do D100 combat, I'm a sucker. I love chucking dice, and it really works. It's not overly complicated. The cards are beautiful and smart. These standees are perfect. Yeah, listen, I'm a miniature painter. I'm a big miniature guy. Hell, I'm working on about 15 different miniatures as we talk about it. And I love miniatures, but you want to know something? It's refreshing to get games with standees. You punch them out and you're off and ready to go. And one of the things that I wanted to show you is that I put away, and I didn't get a chance, is that I started getting this box set where I can get it under control. There's a lot of standees here. So I ended up getting one of these so I don't overcrowd the box, get things mixed up. I have everything sorted, and this is like a multi-layer type of box here. So I've got, there's tons of things here: dragons, ghouls, skeletons, bandits, orcs, goblins. I mean, I can go on. Different types of creatures, named characters, everything that you could possibly want in a lifetime of gameplay for this League of Dungeoneers. I'm blown away by this. I really am. And I'm telling you right now, if you have a chance, go over. If you didn't know about this, go sign up for the reprint. I talked to Michael this morning. A ton of people have already signed up. There's a good chance that there's a reprint, and it will go quickly. Okay? He's going to run it where he'll have a reprint, and he just wants people to get behind it, and it's well worth it. It's what you pay for, you get in spades, folks. Not like other things. This isn't some corporate shill raking you over the coals, and that's why I'm so excited about this, because there is a ton of passion and excitement in this game. We're going to go down to the table. We're going to show you how a turn goes with combat, a face-off, my warrior and my ranger versus a couple of bandits. Let's see how it turns out. Let's head down to the table, people, and then I will be back on the other side to just keep running my mouth even more about this fantastic experience. What we're going to do here is go through the introductory scenario. Now, during this video, you may hear some drilling up top. I apologize, but they are putting solar panels up top. So just bear with me. I'll make sure that I make this as clear as we possibly can, but we really want to cover this. Now, the very first introductory scenario is an outside type of thing, and I don't want to start doing what we plan on doing here, but normally I'm going to shorten this up. I would have a party of 4 people, but I don't. I just got 2, and I took 2 bandits because we want to go over how combat works and how a turn works. Okay, so we'll be going over that. But I can promise you, on Wednesday, we start the Dead Rising campaign. And we're going to start with Quest 1. That's really going to set the tone for what we're going to do and how you're going to learn this game. And I'm going to show it to you. I don't want to ruin too much, but I also want to make sure that you understand how things go. So basically what happens here is we are outdoors. And instead of having a bunch of bandits, we're just going to have 2. We're going to have a range bandit, which is right over here. here, and then a melee bandit. The bandits are humanoids, and here are their stats. You're going to take a look at their card. When we kill them, we're going to be able to go into the treasure 1 table. One has a short sword, so it explains what that does. To reload the short bow, it's going to cost them 1 AP. But as far as the short sword, it is 1d6 plus 2 to do damage. Now, how does a turn look? Now, normally I would have these on standees, but I don't want to do that. Facing is very important. So whenever we're doing anything, we're not going to do anything from behind. But there are things that come into play as far as shooting people behind. You're going to get modifiers and stuff like that. We're going to be talking all about all the different things that go on in combat. The first thing we're going to do in this particular scenario, right here are your initiative coins here. These 2 are for our heroes. Our bad guys get 2 right there. Okay, that's going to go into our bag. But as in the scenario, and I'm going to do it this way, the way they get plus 2 initiative tokens. So that's going to go in there. So that means that it's going to have a greater chance of them going first. Now, it does not mean that they get 4 times to go. What it means is that they have a chance of going first. Once they both go, we don't even have to pull any more tokens. We would take our, if they were both to go, then we would just finish out the turn with our heroes. So that's how that'll go. I wanted to show you that there's a card to denote if they had any armor. They do not have armor in this, but it's nice to have because it shows you that you can just automatically subtract. And everything that you need is on this card, so you are off and running. Now for this particular thing, we would normally use this and use a threat level and roll a threat die, but there's no threat outdoors here. And party morale, we're not really going to worry about that, or light source. We are going to be covering that in another video coming up very, very, very soon. Also, I'm going to be using the very basic, our generic ranger and our generic warrior from inside the book here. That I'm just going to use the stats. I'm going to use them as novices. Matter of fact, I'm going to use experience so we can move along pretty quickly. The reason we're going to do that is we're just going to take the basic skills, and I don't want to, get Thundar too happy and thinking it's too easy to kill things. So we're just going to use generic for now, and we have our warrior here and a ranger here, and that's going to give us 2 different variations of how combat works. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off. I gave the ranger a elven bow. Even though you would have to have a certain level and a certain amount of money to get that, but I just wanted to start off with that just to show how it works. And a broadsword for our hero. Their armor is all in on the generic, and I'll make sure that I show that. Also, I'm going to do something I don't normally do. I'm actually going to use this really cool dice tray that came with everything. So yeah, there you go, Mike. Now you got me doing things outside my wheelhouse here. But we're going to use our dice tray so we can keep track of what's going on here. All right, we're going to get started. So now I just want to talk about real quick is the different type of action points that you can use. You can use 1 action point to move. You can use 1 action point to open a door, standard attack, parry stance, change gear, shove, aim. Aim's important because it'll give you a certain amount of bonus. Load and reload any ranged weapons. Now normally I would have a little token here saying that it's loaded, but because of the simplicity I want to keep this, I will just make sure that it's reloaded, okay? And we'll talk about that. Quick cast spells, apply bandages, break a door, exchange gear. That's going to cost you AP. 2 AP is going to be picking a lock, power attack, charge attack. Now I'm going to try to do all these. Hopefully this will work. Cast a standard spell, which I'm not going to be able to do, and search furniture or a corpse. Well, we're just going to search corpse anyways. All right, so that'll give you some basic understanding of what goes on and how it happens. So we're going to begin our turn by, that's right, selecting who would go first. So we're going to shake this up I'm not even going to look, and we're going to pull out. Well, the heroes get to go first. Now, I have to do everything in this particular turn for that particular hero. So I'm going to have to choose which hero I'm going to want to go with, and then pick which one I want to use and how I'm going to use it. It's an interesting situation here since I have a movement of 4, which would be 1 AP. This is already loaded, so I'm not going to worry about it. And boy, do I want to go this way or that way, and that's what I'm going to decide. Now, because in the scenario this states that it is a night attack, in a dungeon and at night, you only have a range of 10. During the day, if you were doing outside, it is unlimited, okay, as far as range is concerned. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move our ranger here. I'm going to go, when we can move diagonally, but I'm not too worried about that bandit. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, and I'm going to move him here, okay. Now, because I'm within range, it's at night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay, and we're going to make sure that they're facing each other. I'm going to roll a hit. Now, we are playing with experienced characters, and right here it says range statistic is 60, so I have to roll under a 60. Well, not so fast. There are modifiers, especially when firing at range. Am I attacking from the back? No. Is there a height advantage? No. That'll come into play. You know, though it'll be +1, plus 10, plus 20, whatever. Larger monster, you would get a +4. Shooter has aimed, you would get a +4 if I wanted to take an aimed attack. Enemy has a shield. No, they do not have a shield. They don't even have any armor, which is good. Enemy has taken a parry stance. Nope. Per half height object. Nope. Enemy defense value. Well, that would be minused off, but they do not have a defense value. But yes, they do. To hit them, it's going to be -5. So I need a 55 or under. So we are going to take our 2 dice here, and we are going to roll, and hopefully we will roll low. Let's hope. Let's hope. So for our second action, we are going to fire. And it is a 42, which is perfect. Perfect. So we were able to hit the bandit. Now, normally, if they hit us, we would roll to see the location, whether in the head, the body, the torso, or whatnot. Because depending on how we are, okay, and you'll see it on the sheet here, you have certain things that you can armor and get special defense on your head, on your arms, on your torso. We don't worry about that for the enemy. They have a health of 12, and we know that the elven bow is D10 plus 2. All right, that's pretty good. This can help us out pretty good. Let's see what we can roll here. All right, to see if we can mortally wound this fool. It's an 8. It's an 8. So 8 plus 2, that's 10. So 10 of the 12 is gone. He's only got 2 health left. I'm going to use this just to put on him and say that he has 2 health left. So that's really, really good for us. And that was a good first turn. And that's the way that goes. So now we're going to pick from this bag to see who goes next. And we're going to shake that up. And, well, it's the enemy now. So now we're going to decide which enemy is going to go. Well, obviously this band is going to want to go, especially since he only has, he really doesn't have too much of a chance of thinking. He's going to move up 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the max movement that he has. We're going to take this and bring this along with him. He is going to shoot, obviously, at our human ranger. So again, he has a thing of 50. Now to hit us, it's a little bit different. Let's find out. So as shown here, it is a -10 to hit us. Okay, and plus we have armor. So we have 2 armor. So even if we get hit, we can do all right here. How many hit points do we have? Well, let's take a look. Hit points, we have 14 to start with. Here we go. Now there's a lot of neat little stats here too. If we were to roll a double 0, well, that would be bad. Okay, but if we were to roll a 1 through 5, we would be able to roll the damage twice for the hero. Okay, and this is all on this card. A natural 0, 1, and 5 when rolling for a hit to let the hero roll 2 damage rolls and choose the highest. That's really cool. If we rolled a double 0 for the hero, it would damage our weapon. Not good. We don't want to damage our weapon. So here we go for the bandit with the bow. 24. That's a hit, folks. And he has a short bow, so that's going to be 1d8. All right, let's hope he rolls 1. Oh, he rolls a 2. We have an armor 2. That absorbs it and does nothing. So we're pretty lucky the ranger didn't take any damage. So now we're going to pull our next chick. Who's it going to be? It could be anybody. Could be anybody. It is going to be, it's going to be our enemy here. So our other guy's going to go here. Okay, remember, everybody that goes. So we know automatically that our next guy's going to go. So he's going to come up and he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. He couldn't get close enough. He has a short sword. You got to be right next to each other in order to do that. That's going to help him, and that's going to be the end of his turn because there's going to be nothing that he can do to get in close combat, and he does not have any range weapon to hit with. So now automatically it is our hero's turn, and he is going to move up just 1 right next to that bandit. Now he has Mighty Blow. And I want to show you what Mighty Blow gives you +1 to damage. So he's got to be able to hit. Our generic fighter is 55 minus the 5 again to hit the bandit. Okay, we have Mighty Blow. Call to action. Does that help us at any? I don't think so. It's a perk, but I don't think it would help us much. But definitely we have armor 3, and we would roll on the extra gear table if we had to, but we don't have to do that. So now we just need under a 50. Now can we do that? I don't know. We've been pretty lucky so far. Let's try to keep it going, and that is going to be a 93, which is way out of range, so he completely misses. So that's his 2 actions, and that's going to end our first turn. So everything goes back into the box here, and not good for us. Well, it's going to be our turn again. So I think the ranger, he's going to reload, and then he's going to fire, and hopefully he'll hit with a 55 or under. Well, we reloaded, and then we're going to shoot. Yeah, we don't have enough AP to aim. That is going to be a 50. So a 50, that's going to be enough to hit. We're going to roll on a D10 +2. That's more than enough to kill our friend, and our bandit is gone. That's going to help our morale. We're going to move our morale up. Now, if we were losing, that would be real bad. He's done fantastic. Now, can we get one where our guy goes again? And no, it's actually going to be the bandit again. The bandit's going to go, and they are going to hit. This is going to be a close range, and you know, I did something wrong. It was supposed to be 35 and under. 25 they would have needed for a range attack with the bandits. I was going off their combat skill. Ooh boy, I almost cheated ourselves. Just something to know the difference between range skill and combat skill. Okay, I made a mistake, and that's good because you get to see it. He's going to attack. He's not going to move. He's going to try a power attack. So that's going to be 50. Minus against our hero to hit would be -10, which would bring it down to a 40. But you can do a thing called a power attack, and that would take 2 AP. So he's right in range there, and he's going to want to do a power attack. I definitely feel that he needs to do a power attack. And a power attack is going to, let's see, I think it gives a bonus of 20. Okay, so he's going to beef himself up. He needs to roll under a 60 to do a power attack. Now, a power attack just gives you a better chance to hit. So he's going to try to hit him. 14, that's good enough. So he's going to hit. He's going to use his short sword, and he's going to roll a D6, which is a 5. Where's he going to hit him? Well, we roll that one too. A 1, and that is a headshot. Okay, so he has no armor there, so he's going to take the full 3 damage. He has 14, so we're going to just add 3 damage there. Not good for our hero getting hit there. Now, because the bandit did a power attack, we're going to return. It's obviously going to be our turn, because remember, there was only one of them left. And now what's going to happen is we're going to go and we're going to attack, but it's -10 to hit him. So before we needed a 55, so we needed a 50. Now it's -10. We only need it's +10. So we would need under a 60 to hit him. All right, let's see what happens. Right on the money, 51. So we were able to hit. We are going to roll our short sword, which is D6. We have mighty blow, which is going to do 1 extra damage. That is a 6, which is dead on. And I thought there was some kind of critical. I'm not too sure. I will let you know in the next video that if you do that, you might get a critical on a 6. I don't think so if you maxed out, but that's going to be 8. Okay, +1 is 9. That's going to leave our friend here with 3. All right, this has just gotten really, really interesting. So now we're going to take out 2 of those because there's only 1 of those guys. And boom, there we go. And then what we're going to do, he's already dead, so we're going to put him face down. Okay, and then we're going to put these back in, shake them up. Whoops. You can tell who we want to go next, all right? So now we're going to pull out, and it's the villain. He gets to go. Well, he already did a power attack, so he's just going to do his normal attack, which is 50. -10 is 40 he needs. I want to be interesting. 79, he completely misses. That doesn't do him any good. He's actually going to try to run away. 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe he can do that. Okay, but he's going to run right into our ranger, who will be next. Okay, because we don't have to pull anything, and we could declare. So our ranger's going to shoot. Our ranger has a thing of 60 minuses. It's 55. We're going to aim our shot because we're not going to move. It only cost us 1 to aim. So what does that mean? We get +10. So instead of a 55, we need under a 65 and a 31. More than enough to need. We only need to hit him for 3. We have a D10. Okay, and we're going to roll for damage +2. That's 5 + 2, and we've killed our bandit. Now, because they were on treasure area 1, we would be able to look and search the bodies. It would cost us, we would move over there, and then we would check each one. And you have a T1 thing, and you could roll a D10 and determine, we searched that body, and here's what we found. 5. We found nothing but scraps. And then if we search the other one, it would be a 2. That's a little bit better. We found 20 gold coins, and we would give ourselves 20 gold coins, and that wasn't too bad. Now we would head back to the settlement, and we would do our settlement phase. So this is just a quick breakdown of everything, just kind of showing you guys a little bit, and I want to just go a little bit further with this. We would be looking for treasures, different types of treasures and stuff like that, and going through here. It talks about our power attacks. Everything is laid out perfectly in this book. This is one of the best written manuals I've seen in a long time. We haven't even covered magic, which we will in our next video, and we're going to do a little bit of I've got it figured out, a little bit of a dungeon crawl. We're going to go through a couple of rooms and have some enemies in there and show you how things work as a full team. But now that you get an idea of how combat works and some of the other things, it's time to start concentrating on some of the main things. Is when we go down to a dungeon, when we deal with threat level, light sources, party morale. Now, we didn't cover party morale. I wanted to give you the basis and show you how smart battling is here. and how beautiful this is. Again, I can't stress enough to go to the site, sign up for the reprint of this game. You won't be disappointed. These counters, you don't need miniatures. And listen, I'm a miniature painter, and we do a lot of that on this channel, but it doesn't matter. If you have beautiful counters, the backs count. Remember, getting and shooting somebody from the back is a good thing. Okay, because you're going to get bonuses for it. Smart system, D100 system, which is fantastic. I always enjoyed that. I love it in D100. I love it here because it just works best. There are a lot of different things going on here. Everything is there so you don't make any mistakes. You can see everything in front of you. Fantastic, Michael. Fantastic. Now, if I messed anything up, I'm sure Michael email me or put it in the comments. Be sure to check. But again, go to the website League of Dungeoneer, sign up for a reprint, find out how you can get this game sooner. If you have this game coming, we're going to be covering this extensively because I absolutely love this. I absolutely love this. So I'm going to send it up top, and then we're going to be doing some more live events. I've also got a ton of doors to paint. Oof. But that's okay. We'll get it done, and we'll be ready. We'll be ready to go like we always are. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. Let's go up top and get on out of here. Now there you have it. Now when we do this live, I'm going to bring these cameras down so I can stand up the tokens, so you really get a feel of everything. Because if you do it from up above, you're not going to see the tokens. And I just want to say this much. Somebody had asked, "Hey, are the tokens double-sided?" Well, no, you have a front and a back, because that's very important, okay? Because you can't attack somebody from the behind. Again, this is something special, folks. This is something ridiculously special, and we're going to really dive into this. I'm going to be painting doors during the week, so we have a bunch of doors, so we have a real good cosmetic look of it. And I've got tons of cards to sleeve too, so that's another phase that we have to do in it. There is a little upkeep to get this thing where you feel comfortable, where you can break it in and out. But I'm telling you right now, this is special. You saw how it works. It's really, this first part was just so simple, but there is a complexity to it, and there is a depth to it. And as we venture more, you're going to see that, and you're going to see the beauty of this. And that's what I'm talking about. This is what this is a game that's been long awaited. And congratulations, Michael, once again, for doing such a great job. We'll talk more about this in the upcoming days for sure. I'm telling you, I'm loving it. And you will too when you get it in the next month. And I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon.